There's one conversation every divorced dad avoids. I avoided it. You're avoiding it. Until you face it, you're going to stay broke, stuck, and bitter. And you'll throw yourself into your work, which I did as well. You'll distract yourself with, dating apps, sports, FanDuel. You'll show up for your kids, but you'll never heal until you face this one conversation. And look, I want to make this as real as I can for you. Like, just diving into this is one of the hardest things to do, and it's one of the most transformational. We'll do anything, guys. We'll do anything to stay busy, scroll, work, drink, hustle, because silence is scary, all right? It's like those of you that have exchange days, you know that walking into your house after exchange days, it's quiet, and the walls feel like they're talking louder than you. The inner voice in your mind sometimes feels like it's a stadium. It's so loud. It's so quiet. But you have to know this. It's really important. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates said that. Scriptures tell us in Psalm 46:10, it says, "Be still and know that I am God." It's really about checking your inner thoughts, checking your inner life and what that looks like. And so here is the avoided conversation. And this is what it really looks like. It's not with your ex. It's not a conversation you're avoiding with your kids. The conversation is with you. That's the conversation. It's the one that you've squirmed out of it time and time again. I had a conversation with a guy recently. He was in so much pain. He was sharing and unloading and texting and texting and texting. And he's in our group. And he said, "What do I do? What do I need to do to fix this?" And I said, I'll just pretend like this is his name. His name was, I said, "Mike, look, man." I was like, "Have you done this worksheet? Have you done this worksheet? And have you done this worksheet?" He said, "No, I've just been so busy." This is the conversation that every dad is avoiding. It's sitting down and getting this stuff out of your head and onto a piece of paper that you can look at and you can examine you and your thoughts and your reality. This guy wanted a quick fix, and as many of you know who've watched these videos, you know that in order for change to happen and to stick, there's 3 other things that would have needed to happen for me to give that advice to that man. I don't give advice without the first 3 things that you must have in order for the advice and the action to stick. It's the gates of change. It starts with awareness, then it's acceptance, then it's accountability. And then once I know those 3 things are locked in, we can get into what's the action steps. Because otherwise, you're just dancing with time. You're avoiding those conversations. You need to face the mirror, literally. Face and look yourself in the mirror and ask some of these questions and write them down. Who am I now? Where am I sabotaging myself? What am I most afraid to admit? And here's why dads avoid it. It's shame. You feel like you failed. You feel like you broke your family apart. You failed your kids, destroyed your kids. I know for me, there was just this guilt that I just wrecked my child's life forever. There's a fear. If I slow down, I'll drown in regret. There's pride. I don't want to admit that I'm lost. I mean, how many of you guys have ever just passed by streets and done U-turns because you don't know where to go and you don't ask somebody? That particular idea in and of itself, not asking somebody, not asking for help, is probably 99% of the reason why I have conversations with so many dads every single week. They don't ask for help because they have too much pride. Let me give you one more thing before we go. What happens if you don't face this conversation? I want to share with you the hidden cost, right? Hidden costs are so deceptive. You don't realize it until you start adding up. Excuse me. You start adding up everything it's costing you. Here's the cost of not facing these conversations. Number 1, you pass that silence down to your kids and they feel your distance. That's a big one. Number 2, you bury yourself in work and you still feel empty. Okay. Number 3, you get stuck in a loop. A new relationship same issues on repeat. That's what happens when these are the cost of not facing this conversation with yourself. Here's what you got to do. Okay, you got to reframe the conversation. It's not punishment, it's permission. When you understand what's going on in your head, you get the conversation out. You can then move forward about exactly what it is that you want to do, what you've uncovered, the man you're becoming. Sitting down and hearing these conversations and hearing these thoughts and getting these fears out and getting these frustrations out, getting these worries out and getting these roadblocks out and getting these bottlenecks out. Then you have all this weight that you can move. And this is the stuff that we do in our group program, the Ascent. Those are one-on-one clients that work with me directly. It is nonstop, every single day, moving toward your goal to get that. And it starts with these hard questions that 99% of guys are just avoiding because it's too hard for them. I knew it was too hard for me. I tell the guy that I just mentioned to you about said, hey, what do I do? What do I do? I asked him about the worksheets. He hadn't done the worksheets. And then I said to him, I said, look, I'm right there with you. I was always too cool for worksheets. I'm going to put my hand up. No problem. I was too cool for worksheets. Never would do them. I thought they were dumb. I felt like I was back in school until I started to do them. And I just committed. I said, you know what, Anthony? You're going to learn, you're going to grow, and you're going to figure this out, even if it's something you don't like to do. And what I realized was that it may not have been something that I liked to do, but the rewards were so great. The discoveries were so great. The awareness was so great. The understanding of where I was at and the roadblocks and the mindset battles and the frustrations and the things that was weighing on me was so far outweighed, the difficulty of writing in a worksheet. So I want to challenge you with that. Do something difficult. Do things you don't do. You're never going to get where you want to get if you don't do things you've never done. Psalm 139 says this. I'll close with this. Search me, O God, and know my heart. See if there's any offensive way in me and lead me in the way of everlasting. Psalm 139, 23 and 24. So this week, here's what you do. Write down the question you've been avoiding and sit with it. Call this, then we're going to get into the action part. Call someone, a mentor, a brother, a coach, whoever, advisor, whatever you call them, and say it out loud. What is that question you've been avoiding? And say it out loud. What is the question you've been avoiding? Say it out loud. Then you take action. Take one step aligned with truth. Don't escape it. Don't put it in a piece of paper and put it back in the drawer. These are for you to work and operate and take action in your life. It's going to change your life. It's going to transform your life. It's a small step. It's a secret, hidden awareness in your life that once you do it, man, things just start really churning and growing and building. So those of you that are looking for more of the Ascent or group model, apply working with me. There's links below. Let me know. Those of you who haven't subscribed, subscribe. Share this with a friend or a dad who needs it. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. God bless you.